Do you know the topic of today?
Living with denial.
Yes.
Ooh.
Also, you can say denial is not a river in Egypt.
Okay, that's a good one. So now, the parashiyot of Yosef and the brothers are very, very, very deep, very interesting, and not only as a story, but what we can bring into our everyday life. It has to do something with chinuch, but tonight I'll take a break a little bit from the chinuch, and I want to bring something else that we have to learn from that. Maybe we're going to call it perspective, hashkafa, as we say. And that will teach us many, many, many things that we not aware what the Torah wants to tell us. And because the Torah, as we all know, it's not a storybook and it's not a history book, it's a life book. So we have to dive in and let's see what we can learn. Today, finally, we saw the so-called happy ending that Yosef is saying to his brother, here I am. Did you see the text? The brothers, they couldn't answer because they got scared of him. Scared of whom? Why they should be scared? They should be happy. They came to Egypt to look for him. Hear this? We found him. Why are you so scared?
What they did.
So let's go to the Gemara. Let's dive in. Okay? Put your oxygen on. And we're going to dive in now. Here is the Gemara. Rabbi Yochanan had a chavruta and a brother-in-law. His name was Resh Lakish, meaning the head of, in his time, the head of the mafia. At the end, he became a Talmid Chacham, and he saw his nephew on the street coming back from the yeshiva, and he told him, what verse did you learn today? So he told them, here is the verse. Ivelet Adam tesalef darko. A foolishness of a person will twist his ways. Ve'al Hashem izaf libo. And then he gets angry on Hashem. His mind is twisted. He's going in the wrong direction. And then if something happened, who is to blame?
Hashem.
Hashem. Okay. And Rabbi Yochanan asking the child, Shlomo HaMelech, when he wrote this, he needs a credit from the Torah. Where is this idea in the Torah? Where is it? The child was very sharp and bright, and he told them, the brothers of Yosef. Meaning, such a terrible term to use against the tribes. Ivelet Adam, you know what Ivelet? By the end, I'll tell you what does it mean, evil. But it's some kind of a fool, some kind. And they saying, when they found the money inside the sacks, so they're saying, what did Hashem is doing to us? Hello? What do you mean what Hashem is doing to you? Because everything by you is twisted. What happened? What happened? Yaakov sending his kids to Mitzrayim to buy food. Yosef was smart enough to know that the brothers one day they will come. There is no food in the whole world. Yosef, he is the one who is feeding the whole world. Feeding the world. He knew they coming. But Yaakov saying to his kids, don't go inside from one gate. You go from 10 different gates. So I don't want that they should make on you Ain Hara. Pitom, you have 10 brothers. So now they did what their father told them to do. But Yosef was 2 steps ahead of the game. And he gave instructions to the border patrol. Whoever come in, you have to tell you his name, his father's name, and the grandfather's name.
Yeah.
And every night, Yosef used to go over the names. Pitom is his, Reuven,
Ben
Ben
Yaakov,
Yaakov,
Ben
Ben Yitzchak. Shimon, Ben Yaakov, Ben Yitzchak. He said, oh, my brothers are here. Right away, he said, close all,
the gates.
close everything and leave one open.
Yeah.
Can you mute yourself, Diana? Thank you. So the place where they're supplying food, he said you leave open only one. Yet they didn't come. They're looking for them, and they found them looking for Yosef in the market of the slaves over there. And now all of them, they caught them. and they're bringing him to whom? To the deputy to the king. Tell me something, if they find in America a spy, right away they're going to take him to Kamala Harris.
No.
There is FBI, there is court, there is this. But pitom, nobody is asking, and they don't have any proofs. He says, I think that you are spies. So now they don't catch anything yet. Now, what language are they talking about? They don't know Egyptian, and he playing a game like he doesn't know Hebrew. Who was the interpreter?
Menashe?
Menashe. Did somebody ask a child, 12 years old, excuse me, sir, which yeshiva are you learning in Mitzrayim? That you know the language? No questions. Yosef talked to him in Egyptian, and he talks to them in there, and he is in the middle. Now he has a trophy. You remember the trophy that he put in the sack? He is looking at the trophy, and he's saying, two of you destroyed one city, and you killed everybody. I can see it. You sold one of your brothers to the Arabs. I see it. He's throwing at them hints. I know what's going on. Shimon and Levi, I know you killed the city. And you sold me to the Arabs. I'm giving you information. Maybe somebody will wake up. Anybody home? They're not home. And the Midrash saying that he told them things that they used to talk privately among themselves. He said, I see what you spoke about. And he's saying to them, what color is the room? And from what wood is the bed? What else can he say? Hello, somebody wake up. So now the brothers, they don't believe in Avodah Zarah. They don't believe in idols. And they see that he is with the trophy. He's saying everything is right. It cannot be that he's seeing it in the trophy. Who is this man? And now, if he knows so good in the past, how come he doesn't see in the trophy that we're not spies? And why is he keep saying, how is your father? Can't he see in the trophy? Details from the past, he know everything. Now he doesn't know. Well, he became Alzheimer. And they knew the dreams of Joseph. They knew it. It's bothered them. It's bothered them. They said, "Ma, we're going to bow down to you?" So if it's nonsense, why you got so upset? So you knew something in the dreams. Maybe that's the moment. You bowing down to a person that you don't know. If you follow the text, Yosef blaming them with a very terrible offense. And he uses the trophy, meaning it's like kind of witchcraft. And from the other side, he's saying, "I'm afraid of God." What? In Egypt? It sounds like Yosef have split personality. He's looking at the trophy and he said, "But et Elokim ani yareh." I'm afraid from God, I'm afraid. And he says, "Ha Elokim." Well, you know what Hey means in the front? Huh?
Does it mean the?
Yachid.
Igal. And he swore on the life of Pharaoh. He said, "I'm not going to release you unless somebody goes and bring Binyamin here, the brother that you have there." After 3 days, he released them all. And you swore on the life of the king. Why did you release them? Tell me something. If America will catch spies, are they going to let them go back home?
No, they keep them.
Now, Joseph put himself in danger. Why? He is a slave, used to be a Jew, and now he is saying these guys are spies. Pitom, he let them go. Maybe he is also part of them. How can he release them? He let them go. Why did he let them go? Because he was so kind. He said, "Okay, go home, bring food to your families." Since when, if you're a spy, who cares about your family? We have to punish you. And don't forget, it's not our time. It's the time when you cannot even talk to the king. And now, if you a spy, how come the king asking you, "Tell me, how's your father doing?" Did you hear something like this? Huh? A criminal, and we asking him, "By the way, how is your pap doing? How's he doing? Is he okay? Is he still alive?" Oh, very nice, very good. Who cares, Bashla? Who cares? Don't you see that he's asking all the time, "How's Abba doing?" Somebody sending you hints like elephants. Are you home? They're not home. They don't pick it up. And now, even the servants when they came back to Egypt and they said, you know, we found the money, we want to give it back. What did they say? Your God and the God of your father, he sent it to you. We got paid. In Egypt, who know who's God b'chla? Who taught the servant who is God over here? Now Yosef decided to put Shimon in jail, right? You remember?
Yeah, to split up Shimon and Levi. So they
But you
wouldn't-
don't know what went on there. I'll tell you some news. He brought 70 soldiers, 70, because he knew that Shimon he beat everybody up. 70 people, he put them to rest. When Yosef saw this, he said to Menashe, a child, 12 years old, he told him, okay, take care of him. And Menashe caught Shimon like a feather, pulled his two hands back, into the cell, closed the gate, and the brother looking and saying to each other, this is not Koach of Egyptian. This is the Koach of the house of our house. Who is this boy? Hello? Anybody home? 12 years old can mess around with Shimon. They left. And Yosef gave instruction, take Shimon out, take him to the spa, take him to the jacuzzi, let them play sport. Any food that he wants, you have to give him. What a jail, 10 stars jail, 10 stars. And Shimon don't ask, what is this is the jail over here in Egypt? It's not bad, you know, it's good. Maybe I'll stay. When the brothers came back, they saw Shimon gained at least 5 kilos. He gained already. And he told them he needs massage every day. Somebody should play tennis with him also. What a jail, Tabach Shemo, huh? And Shimon don't ask himself, wait a minute, I am a spy. They put me in jail. What's going on over here? How come they're spoiling me so much? Look. And how come nobody picked up on this and said, what is this? This is a scandal. So now the brothers are coming back. Yosef sees that whatever he does doesn't help. The same amount that they sold him to the Ishmaelim, the same amount he put back in the sack to remind them how much money they got for him. Did they pick it up?
No.
How can it be? You're talking about giants of the giants, the tribes. Joseph says, okay, we have to pick up the pace. So the hints should be now more exposed. Maybe they wake up. He's saying to Menashe, you should bring them home and you shecht the sheep next to them. They should see how you shecht, otherwise they're not going to eat. Shecht it and do what I taught you, and let's see what they're going to do. They brought him to his house. The spies coming to the king's house as VIPs. Since when a spy gets VIP treatment, Rabotai? Since when? And the king making for them shish kebab, barbecue. Why? You such a good people, you spying, very good. We're gonna give you a gift. Barbecue with the king. And who is the shochet? Menashe. Now he takes the knife, and he's checking if it's sharp or not sharp, if there is a dent. And they looking and they say, this is exactly what we're doing. Who is this child? Who taught him how to shecht? And now he takes the knife. He's mumbling a bracha under his nose. And he does 1, 2, and that's it. And now he showed them how he shechted. He opened it up, and the gid anashe, what we're not allowed to eat, the thigh. It's called gid anashe. He cut it off. He said, this is not allowed to eat. What else can he do? Now he takes the lungs, so it doesn't have a hole, or it doesn't have, maybe somebody can get up, can wake up. Yosef came home, he sees no movement. He said, okay. Okay. Now I'm going to make it as obvious as I can be. The 6 boys from Leah, he put in one place. The 2 for Bilhah in one place. The other 2 in one place. And to Binyamin he says, you sit next to me because I don't have a mother and you don't have a mother. Here we go. Yosef, Binyamin, right? All the sons of Leah, the 4 of the servant maids. Here is the family with full picture. The photographer is there taking pictures. Then the brothers started to say, something is fishy. Something is fishy. But that's it. They said, no, it's impossible that this can be Yosef. It cannot be. So, even though he gives them what hints like more than elephant, a giraffe already. Wake up! It's me.
Kawal, I have a question.
Yes.
Is it true that as soon as he saw Benjamin, he revealed himself to Benjamin? I heard that when he saw Benjamin,
What?
when Joseph saw Benjamin, he revealed himself to him and he said, "Be quiet, don't say anything to anyone." Is that true? I think.
Yeah. Because he was not involved right away, he figured it out. So now, Yosef saw this is not, it's not working, I have to do something very radical. He said to Menashe, put the trophy in the sack of Binyamin. Now, 3 times they're taking the sacks, they're not checking what's inside. How can it be? Why don't you check? And then they stopped them. They're making a search, and they found the trophy where? By Binyamin. Now, what the brother have to do now? What do they have to do? They said, something is going on over here. He wants to send us a message, this person. What does he want? Instead, they're starting to hit Binyamin, to hit him up, beat him up. They said, your mother was a thief. She stole the idols from her father, and you took after your mother, you're a thief also. Bona Olamim. Not only they not waking up, now they're blaming the one that Bichlal was not involved. Why don't they make 1 + 1 is 2? In the beginning, they put the money back. Now they're putting a trophy back. Somebody is doing something to us. And when Yosef saw this is not working, they don't want to wake up. They have this belief that he became the king. Did he have a choice? He said, okay, I was trying to hint to them, didn't work. So he said, everybody out. And he's saying to the brothers, come here. Now he started to speak Hebrew. Ani Yosef, is my father still alive? What did he say? You telling me if Binyamin is not going back home, who knows what's going to happen to my father? Papa. When you sold me, did you think about it? They couldn't answer back. They got scared. Why they got scared? All of a sudden, they saw the whole truth in front of them. Meaning, for 22 years, they were sure that what they did was right, and nothing can convince them. Even if you put the proofs in front of their eyes, they're not going to pick it up unless the person will say, "This is me." Yes. The one that you were afraid the most, my dreams came true, and they were in total denial, total denial. So what are we simple people have to learn from all this? What does it mean? איוולת אדם תסלף דרכו. Shlomo HaMelech saying it. A person which is some kind of a fool, his life going in a twisted way. And then when he gets banged and problems and everything else, who is to blame?
Hashem.
Hashem. Why you gave me such a husband? Why you gave me such a wife? Why you gave me such a kids and everything? You're going in the wrong direction. You're in the wrong highway. Why are you blaming Hashem for? You're living in denial. You're living. What does it mean, איוולת? What kind of word is this? בלשון הקודש there is few expression to fool. יש טיפש, is a fool, ממש a fool. There is something called a sachal, meaning yes, and there is petty. Petty, he believes everybody.
Naive, Rav?
Naive. So the Gaon Mevilna say, איוולת, it coming from the shoresh ulai. Do you know what ulai means?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. He always have doubts. Who's saying that the Torah is from the Shamayim? Who said that if I fulfill the mitzvot, I will have this and this and this? He has a specialty. That's for him, the maybe becomes sure, and the sure becomes maybe. You understand what I'm saying?
Rav, could you repeat that once again, please?
The maybe becomes sure, and the sure becomes maybe.
So it's twisted.
Yes.
Mm.
So if he has a safek, a doubt, if there is olam haba or not, he says for sure there is no olam haba. So now the sure one becomes a doubt. Maybe. But I know there is no. And he holds by it. Doesn't move. Why are you so amazed? We saw a seminar only with 2 people. The lecturer were 4, participants only 2. Who are they? 2 lawyers, the best one in Israel, 2 criminal lawyers, a husband and a wife. They agreed to come to a seminar, but they didn't want any audience. It's not according to their level. They'll bring the staff, paralegal, everybody came there. And they told them, every line that's coming out of you, we're going to inspect it with 50 eyes. You can imagine what went on there, yes? Arachim brought the best of them, the best. And it was Motzai Shabbat. The seminar was over, and they were asking the couple, the lawyers, what do you have to say? They said, in any court, you're going to win your case with no problem. Bichlal. No. So this is the Jewish question. No. No, Habibi? They said, no, thank you. We're not going to change. The reality is in front of your face. He says, yes, but I don't know what does it mean, Olam Haba. I don't.
Buddha, did anybody follow through with them to check if they did become religious later on? Because sometimes I feel like at first it's like a shock.
They became the worst enemy of the religion.
Wow, even though they know it's the truth.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
That's how far it goes. So now, if I'm sure that the one in front of me is not Yosef, no matter what you're going to do, it's not him. Impossible. Impossible. Go tell a person that he lived like a goy, and you tell them, don't you see all the families collapsing? We observe and we have to do so much effort. So what do you think is going to happen to you? Does it help?
No,
Why not?
because to them, the denial is not.
Because he decided I came from a monkey. Come on. No matter any proof that you're going to put in front of him, when a person living in denial, sometimes I see parents. I'm telling him, your child needs evaluation, take into evaluation. The child is suffering. What are you doing? They don't want to hear me. And all the hints are there. I say, the child, he cannot sit. He's not doing well in school. He needs help. That's the reality. He needs help. Why are you letting your child suffer? She decided my child is okay. So, Total denial. How many husbands you know ready to get a divorce, but they're not going to go to the rabbi to seek help? Why? I decided. You collapsing. You kids, who knows what's going to happen to them? This is not called stubbornness. This is called living in denial. No matter what we're going to tell him, he says, no, he will brush us off. And the brothers were sure that the one who talking to them is Egyptian. Why? Because we decided it cannot be Yosef. We decided already. So no matter what hints he will send you that you're wrong, so in our case, people who are still stuck into their denial lifestyle, they have to wait until the last day. Then Hashem will come to them and says, I'm God. How are you? Here I am. Are you going to be able to talk Bechlal? You're going to be like the brothers of Yosef. They couldn't even open up their mouths. Giants cannot open. Why? They got scared. Pitom, whatever they decided is not existing, boom. So now, everything what you wasted time for 22 years, everything was wrong. So in our case, all our life will be wrong. Could you imagine to look back and to see that all your life was wrong? And it was next to your nose. This one told you do this, this one told you do this. No, 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 no. Exactly like Yosef. He's sending them hints and hints and hints and hints.
Rav,
Yeah.
didn't he also look like his father, Yosef? So then, I mean, I could understand, okay, now.
That's even a bigger question. Rashi wants to explain that he had a beard, so they couldn't recognize him.
That's so funny because his father has a beard and he's old. Like, if he looks like
What
his
do you mean he
father.
has a beard? When they threw him to the pit, he didn't have a beard. He told me he has a beard. If I'll see my brother with a beard, I'll recognize him from a mile away.
Wow.
What Rashi is saying?
They were in denial. They didn't want to recognize him.
They say, look, you know, they look alike. But it cannot be him. It cannot be. Because when you bias, what do you think will happen? Aren't we biased to our own kids? Huh?
Our husbands.
Yeah.
My kids needs therapy, pills. Mapito. Oh, you bias. You're not a good judge. Let other people do the judgment for you. And the child sends you hints after hints. The report card is bad. Everything is bad. He's not happy in the school. You're changing this school, that school. What are you doing? What are you doing? take care of the problem. So they decided, when he told them their dreams, they said, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, when it's happened, you think they're going to believe it?
No.
They gave themselves all kinds of excuses. Except the excuse that we made a mistake with Yosef, we made a mistake.
Rob, even Reuven didn't say anything.
No. And this excuse is disqualified. This is Joseph disqualified from the beginning. Because then they were mistaken. So I don't want to be mistaken. So you're going to take a stand, Kara, deny everything. And the Mesilat Yesharim saying, when a person is in the dark, he is in denial, he is in the dark. He have few things. Or he didn't see it all. He doesn't see it all. Number two, he thinks that a person is a pole and a pole is a person. When you're going at night, it's dark, right? And you see something. Do you know if this is a person or pole? You don't know. This is the way of people that the good and the straight looks to him bad. How many people looking at us, the Shomrei Torah and Mitzvot, they're looking at us. What are you doing? What are you doing? There is a world. There is G5, G6, and well, what are you? Tosfot and Rashi, and enough in this world. And the evil and the corrupted, that's good, he says. Meaning everything becomes upside down. We becoming the bad one, and they finding excuses. Did you see? The Hasid went to Atlantic City. The Hasid, we found him there, so everything is a lie. How many of you going there? Huh? Meaning, in order to justify his stupidity, he will find everything just to make sure that what he came up with, his own ideas, is right. So the evil and the corruption is fun. And we that trying at least to be people, normal one, we are the corrupted and we are the evil. That's what happens. So the Ramchal, Rav Moshe Chaim Luzzatto, that wrote the book Mesilat Yesharim, he has some advices for us. And the advice is, he says, Adoni, sir, please observe. You have to test the assumptions that on this you're building all your ashkafa of life. Who told you that what you're thinking is right? For the brothers of Yosef, it was comfortable to feel that he is not Yosef, right? Maybe somebody will ask him and come to tell him, excuse me, sir, are you born here or you born somewhere else? Did you hear about a person over here by name Yosef that came from there? Why don't you ask him? He knows everything he knows. Maybe from the trophy, he'll find them out. He'll find out where is he. But they don't want to know. So all your neighbors in Connecticut, they all fit exactly the description of today. Denial. They don't want to know. Hi, they see somebody with a kippah, somebody going to shul, somebody fasting on Yom Kippur and says, he's old already, well, what can he do? Okay. That's what they're saying to themselves. They don't want to accept the truth. They can't, because they decided already, this is what we want, this is the lifestyle, and nobody will change us. So there is no God, the Torah made by people, and so on and so on. All the excuses. Sir, why don't you go check it? Go check it. Maybe what you're thinking is wrong. No. No. I'm right, and the Rambam and Rashi and the Rif and the Tosafot and the all crazy people, Chafetz Chaim, בכלל crazy, right? שברחם, חזון איש, כול, bored people, מסכנים, bored. They had nothing to do in life. Only him, his life. Imagine what will happen to them after 120 years. Hashem comes and says, here I am. What are they going to do? They will swallow that. They don't know even what to say.
Kudarav, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
If a person, let's say, the person believes, but then just for the fun, like my teenager cousin, just for the fun of it, sometimes he likes to argue against Hashem. Are we making them sin by engaging in a conversation because they would say something negative about Hashem and all that, or it's okay to talk?
My advice to you will be, tell him, how do you know?
Mm-hmm. No, he's just being silly because he puts a yarmulke all the time, but he doesn't want to keep Shabbat and do other things. But the yarmulke is always on the head, which is amazing.
Tell him, I I assuming that you don't want to kill Shabbat because you searched and you know that everything is a lie. Let's see what he's going to answer back.
Mhm. Okay, but we're not making him sin, right? By engaging in a conversation? Okay, all right, thank you.
Usually, when our life is not going well, what is the teruts? What is the excuse? Everybody is like that. Did you hear it once?
Yes. Yes, Rav.
What do you want from us? Everybody is like that. But maybe somebody will be smart and says everybody is like that, but they don't have life. Maybe we're all wrong. It's only excuses. They don't want to check it out. They have excuses. Everybody's like that, so we're part of it. Come on.
Rav, how do you respond to someone who says, I believe in Hashem in my heart?
Tell them, be careful not to get a heart attack. Does he know bichlal what love means? Like somebody is saying to his wife, I love you in my heart, but I have a girlfriend.
Oh, that's
I
horrible.
love you. באמת, look.
It's crazy.
ממש איזה אנוש. So now, we interpret the reality according to what we have over here. Example, I'll give you example. If a person have in his mind that he don't want his son to be in the yeshiva to learn or go to kollel, or I don't want my daughter to marry somebody like that, she have already, she don't know the reality. She assuming, or he is assuming. They don't have a life, they don't have this, they don't have that. באמת? Who told you? No, I have a cousin of mine. Okay. But did you check? Everybody what? Everybody is crazy? Maybe you're the crazy one. I decided. So we made all the reality, I have to twist it according to what, and then I'll find all just to justify myself. Let me translate a pasuk from Shlomo HaMelech. He will say it all. In Mishlei, Shlomo HaMelech saying as follows. I will say it in Hebrew and I will translate. אם תכתוש את האוויל במכתש, if you take a person which is a fool, you're putting inside a vessel that you know that you're crushing the wheat there, huh? Did you see once how they crush wheat to make it flour? Or garlic. Tick, tack, kara. לא תסור מעליו איוולתו. His foolishness will not go away. How can it be? Somebody is banging on your head? What Shlomo HaMelech wants to say? Why it doesn't help him? It lands right on his head. Get out of there. And the answer is, inside of the vessel is there, and the wheat is there also. So the evil, the fool, is saying to himself, who said that they're aiming toward me? They're aiming toward the wheat. And they keep pach on his head. He said, it's not for me. It's for the wheat. It's for the wheat. He gets another one. He says it's for them. Another one is for them. Another one is for them until your head will break already. And now maybe it's not for them. Maybe it's for you. He said, no. For sure it's for the wheat, not for me. So he's sitting in the bowl over there, enjoying himself. Saying what? They don't aim toward me, they're aiming toward the wheat. It's normal.
No.
Just to think about it, and the Torah brings the brothers of Yosef, and the Gemara adds to it, it says they were in denial. What the guts to say that the brothers of Yosef lived in denial? Who can write something like this? Only the Gemara have the shoulders to write something like that, because that's the emet. Because even them, they decided it cannot be Yosef. And when he throw hints at them, say, maybe, but for sure it's not him. Maybe, for sure it's not him. Maybe, no, it's not him. Why? Because they decided we are not going to bow down to him. So, like I'm coming to a parent and said, if you marry your daughter to Talmid Chacham, to a person, she will have life. No, other people also doing well. Come to my office. Sit here for 1 week and you'll see what's going on. No Avrech yet came over here. She decided, no. Okay. And Zeu, not ready to listen, not ready to hear, exactly like the brothers of Yosef. This is not Yosef. Nigmar. Done. And the hints that he sent them, I'm telling you, how come they didn't go to Menashe? Okay, leave Yosef. They say, hey, kid, Bona, come here. Who taught you how to shecht? Is there a yeshiva in Egypt that we don't know about? Is there any Jews over here? Don't we ask?
That's a great question, Rav.
Shouldn't we ask?
Yeah.
So
So
what happened?
we're in denial. When you're in denial, you don't see anything.
I don't want to see it. Because I decided already he will not be a king. No.
Kavod Harav, I have a question.
Yes.
Did they really come to search for Yosef though?
What?
Did they really come to search for Yosef?
Of
Was
course.
they really wanted to?
This was the main target.
So basically, you see what you look for. You only see what you're looking for.
Do you know where they went to look?
They're looking for they wanted.
They went to look in the market of prostitutions. They say probably he was sold there. Who knows what they doing to him? They were so sure that he's not a king. They said, what can he be already?
So is it a fair statement to, like, in general, say you only see what you look for, basically? If you're right, they did not look for him in a palace, so that's why they didn't see him. Is that a
They
fair
have
statement?
already a picture. Is not a king.
Exactly.
That's the picture. Like person says, there is no olam haba. No. Now, any proof they're going to bring us up? Maybe, but no. Because I decided already that there is no.
For some of it.
That's called denial. Check it out. Check it out. I decided. So the Torah wants to teach us a lesson. It can go so far until your last day, and then Hashem will ask you, Hashem will tell you, here I am, the Torah is mine, and I told you what to do with the kids, and I told you how to bring a Jewish home. What did you do? How come you did not act accordingly? Oh, I had a doubt. I was, yes, doubt. Why didn't you search? Why didn't you ask? Because you decided that I'm not existing. You decided already.
So basically, after 120 years, when Hashem says, Ani Hashem, it's at the same level of when Yosef says, Ani Yosef, right? Then the picture becomes completely clear.
Pete on the picture will clear out and you don't know even what to say. Your whole life was a mistake.
Okay.
They had 22 years of mistake. Do you know what it means? You know what it means? You can wipe 22 years out of your life. Klum.
Rabbi, can I ask a question?
Yes.
You believe that Joseph loved Yaakov also, right? Yaakov loved Joseph.
Yeah.
100%. So during this year that Joseph was like a king in Egypt, why he didn't send any message, any parashim to check if Aviv Chai?
Habibik, good question. Listen to the answer.
Yes.
They made a bedding and they include Hashem inside. That nobody will tell Yaakov the truth. Yosef knew that this is the deal. He couldn't send his father even a note, Abba, I'm alive, I'm fine, don't worry about me. And yet, when Yaakov came to Egypt, finally, when he heard that Yosef is alive, how many times Yosef saw him?
Twice, Rabbi?
3 times.
I hope you feel
Two
better.
times.
I really hope you feel better tomorrow. Just
Two
go.
times. Hello?
Cover yourself. Cover your chest very well.
Hello. Yeah,
Can
Rabbi,
you please mute?
it was 3 times. The first, when Yaakov came to Egypt, he met him. Then he came to see him. And then when he heard that he's going to die, he's choleh, he brought his son to get a blessing. 2 times, not 3. Okay.
One time when he came to Egypt,
Right.
and the second time when his father was on his deathbed. 17 years he didn't see him.
Right.
Why not?
No, that's fine.
Because he didn't want Yaakov to start asking him questions. What happened to you? How did you wind up here? He didn't. Yosef was such a Michlal, if you cannot even imagine what a person he was. To love his father, and his father came to Mitzrayim, and now for 17 years he cannot see him because he doesn't want Yaakov to curse the brother that sold him to Mitzrayim.
But when the first time he met him, he could ask him, what happened to you these 17 years?
He just looked at his face and he said, that's it. Now I know that you're fine, that you're okay. Finished. But the denial that we having, the Torah telling us, if you have a doubt, go check it out. Check it out, don't leave it like that, because if you leave it like that, already your mind is set up. When you say this wife is not for me, even if somebody will come and tell you, no, she's good one, this one, that one, I said, Zeu. Why? Because, and this should not happen.
Rabbi, was it Egypt witchcrafted that nobody could leave it? That this is why he could not send any messengers or anybody?
No. He was the king. He could have sent everybody.
Very interesting.
He could have sent. You know what it means? After so many years, he saw the brothers. I will faint. and he played, he went inside the room, he cried because Behemet, he loved them. After all they did, he understood it was a plan of Hashem. It's not their fault, Bechlal. It's not their fault. Hashem had a plan. But the brothers, they didn't know that this is a plan of Hashem. They came Bechlal from different point of view. Since they heard the dreams,
So Yaakov knows also Torah, right? So he could have understood that this is the plan of Hashem.
again, it's written, ואביו שמר את הדבר. Yaakov knew something is cooking here, but not this way. They came and they told him he died. The moment they told him he died, the Ruach HaKodesh disappeared from Yaakov. He became sad, and when a person is sad, it cannot have Ruach HaKodesh, and he didn't know what happened to Yosef. All he knows that he cannot rest in peace. He said he is alive somewhere.
Why did the brothers cause him such pain, Rav? It's like the worst thing to do to a parent. How could they do that? They were being like,
Yehuda paid
selfish.
for this.
They were selfish.
Yehuda was the one, and Yehuda paid
And with Yehuda and Tamar, with his sons, or in a different
with
way?
his sons. The Midrash says, אתה טיגנת את הלב של אבא שלך. You were frying the heart of your father. Hashem said, I'm going to do to you midah keneged midah.
Why not the other brothers? Were they punished as well, or he was the main conspirator?
Everybody was according to what they did. But the main players were whom?
Yehuda and...
Yehuda was the main one because everybody was listening to him.
So why not lose his kingship? Why not something more extreme than just his two sons?
What else?
He didn't take the third son, he left him.
You know, Hashem, when he punished you, he punished you accordingly.
But for 17 years, he didn't see his son. And
You took one for me, okay? I'll take two. That's the penalty.
But he thought that Tamar was to blame for this, right? Not Hashem.
No.
When the two sons died, that's why he didn't let him marry the third son.
Yes. She thought that she is Isha Katlanit, that she is the mazal that she have is no good, and every husband by her will die.
So it was also in denial, not seeing it was the hand of Hashem. Oh.
That's why he went down.
Thank you, Rav.
But this is a side point. What I wanted to bring out is if it goes to kids, if it goes between husband and wife, don't have some, if you don't know well, you see, I cannot be a doctor. I cannot. I have some ideas, yes, no. But if something I'm not sure, I'm going to call the doctor. Imagine I decided I am the doctor. And this one, the doctor, he doesn't know what he talks about. That's normal. He went to school, he went in the hospital, he's working there. And I decided he doesn't know what he's talking about. Why? Because I have different ideas in my mind. So he's talking nonsense. No, באמת. So with the brothers, they decided he is not the king and will not be. So whoever is coming to tell them all kinds of things, nonsense, until you have no choice. Here I am. Opa, nigmar. The same thing with all other things in life. If you don't know well, don't say any opinion. Go check it out. Go check it out. As a rule, don't live in denial and don't put things in your mind that later on you're going to regret, because it was only assumptions. You don't know if it's the truth or not, because it was comfortable for you to think like that. So Mimele, the rest of the world and the reality not existing anymore. And that's a sickness, which we have to stay away from. Okay, I hope that you got, yeah.
My understanding, tell me I'm wrong if I am, my understanding is that Yosef could be the king on the condition that he did not reach out to his father. Am I correct? That was one of the conditions? He couldn't communicate with Jacob.
I don't understand you.
Okay. When the gentleman asked, why didn't he all those years tell, hey, Abba,
They
I'm
swore,
okay.
they had to swear not to tell anything.
Joseph had to.
All of them. All the brothers had to swear that they're not going to reveal what's going on over here. That Joseph was sold.
Okay, but Joseph also had to promise. Couldn't he say, I don't want to be king? I don't want to promise? Oh. Okay, thank you.
It was part of it.
Okay, thank you.
That's a great question. Why did he have to agree to that? I mean, they're selling him, they're like sending him to Egypt. Why did he have to agree that he's not going to say anything to his father?
I can't hear you.
It's hard to hear you, Fadi.
Why did Yosef had to agree? I'm sorry. Why did Yosef have to agree that he should not say anything to his father?
Very simple. That was the decision of the Beit Din.
So he accepted his punishment, basically. He accepted whatever that was happening to him, basically.
If the Beit Din says that's it, so you have to accept it if you want or if you don't want.
Who was part of Beit Din then? I'm sorry.
The brothers.
The brother? Okay.
Okay, Rabotai. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay.
Good night.
Shavua Tov.
Thank you. See you tomorrow night in Yirtzeh Hashem.
Thank you, Rav.
Thank you.